fuck I want.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Eric and John back at you with yet another The Bar That We're Behind beer reviews, a.k.a. Blackboard beer reviews, a.k.a. trolling and zero fucks given beer reviews. But anyways, today we're looking at a kind of controversial beer. Beer that, if you watch Joe's Arcade, and you probably do if you're subscribed to me, because Joe's a fucking
despite
beast.
being a nice man, lit into this beer.
Yeah, he lit up
Fierce
this.
like.
So this is Alpine Duet, a.k.a. Green Flash Brewed Duet. If you didn't know, Green Flash bought Alpine and brews all their beer now, and I guess packages it. Although, these are Alpine caps, which Joe pointed out.
You can tell it's still made by Green Flash because
Based on the
it
imprinted
says
bottle.
Green Flash right there. Yeah. Also, in the brewed, it doesn't say Alpine, California. It says brewed in San Diego,
a.k.a. Green Flash.
Which
Anyways,
Joe all ran through if you watch his side-by-side Nelson
he really
review.
did. It was a killer review, and I will leave a link to that in the description below. Anyways, this is Duet. So this is a West Coast IPA with Amarillo and Simcoe. This is a beer that I've had on draft a few times. I've had Alpine bottles, but don't remember enough of because I hate West Coast beer, as you already know.
Yep, West Coast
Best by
poopies.
March 17th of 16. That's alarming, just saying. Like,
It's
if you're drinking
the
a fucking
beginning of November
this,
right now.
Yeah, in March, I'm sorry. Anyways, drink Alpine Ale or go to bed. Well, I probably
So
should go to
basically,
bed.
if the best buy date on your Alpine beer is 3 months from now, your beer's probably toast, sirs.
Yep. So I don't really know anything about this, that it's Simcoe Amarillo. I don't think they put the ABV on it. I was looking for that. They don't. Okay, toppling glass. Oh, they do. 7%. Yep. So I'll go ahead and pour it out. John, thanks for providing this bottle for review.
This is the first batch of Alpine Green Flash that hit the Midwest, or Minnesota at least.
Yeah. Color's beautiful. It's that hazy golden amber orange. I don't want to say treehouse, but I'll call it toppling glass. Like
just
orange.
Slightly turbid,
Slightly
right?
turbid, yep. Not haze for days for sure. Fluffy, tight white bubbles.
Yep.
I mean, just all over the place. Okay, smells great. Just from here. Let's go ahead and dive into the nose a little closer. Okay, yeah, that's Simcoe for fucking days. Like, that's straight pine grapefruit cat piss.
This is kind of what I thought Surly Wet would smell like.
I was hoping. Actually, you know what this reminds me a lot of? Joe might kill me for this. It reminds me a lot of Blind Pig. Like old Blind Pig. Like Blind Pig that is like a month and a half old, where you get bottles when you used to buy them off eBay.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I get here.
You buy them from that one guy named Marco who sells them online?
Yeah, that guy's a dick. Anyways, no, I get a ton of Simcoe. I get like a... it kind of reminds me of Bent Paddles.
The
that
Bent
latest...
Hop?
No.
Harness?
No, the other one they did. The biking trail one that they just did. That cool can. It was all Simcoe pretty much.
I just want to say Shift all the time is the problem.
Yeah, he's pretty much right on the name, but I can't remember. But it reminds me a lot of that. The Simcoe is really overpowering here. I get a slight undertone of Amarillo peachiness. I get a little bit of caramel malts.
Just a little bit. It's really Simcoe
subdued,
dominant.
but it's Simcoe dominant. It's West Coast for sure. And that's okay with me. This is actually a West Coast beer. I'm kind of excited
Going
to
with
drink.
this color, this is not nearly as caramely as we've seen out of like some of our Beechwoods that we've pooped on.
Or any Green Flash.
Yeah, Palette Wrecker is a
This
Green
smells
Flash
better
beer
than
that I
every
hate.
Green Flash beer. So let's taste it, guys. Cheers. Enough banter. We just did Stout Day, so this is refreshing. Wow. So if you told me that this was Stone Ruination, I'd believe you.
I think it's a little more fruity than Ruination is.
New Ruination. Eldorado hops. I get like a lot of Eldorado lemon droppy notes.
Lemon droppy, I was going to say
Lemon
apricot.
Starburst candy. Yeah. I get a lot of apricot. That's typical.
Like dried apricot kind of thing.
Like those peachos, dried peaches, apricots. Yeah.
The Haribo peach rings.
Yep. That's okay with me. And then I get, call me crazy, I get a crazy amount of like ruby red grapefruit juice. Like almost like ruby red squirt in a way with pine.
Like if you took the super dry aspect out of it
True.
and just left the kind of like the initial sweet
Juice
hit
splatter.
that you get.
Yeah.
I can
Almost
see that.
like a candy in that form. But it finishes dry, piney, Slightly bitter. The bitterness for a 7% beer on this is actually quite palpable. I don't hate it.
It's not awful.
It's not Green Flash West Coast IPA. It's not.
We had Surly Abrasive. I think the bitterness on this is less gentle than that.
Agreed.
Or more gentle, sorry.
Agreed. More gentle. I like this less than Abrasive. Just slightly.
This actually isn't that offensive.
No.
I was ready.
How much is a bomber? $7.99.
Yeah, that sounds about right. It's not anywhere near 10. I'd say maybe $8.99, maybe $6.99, $7.99 sounds about right.
If I wanted to reach for a West Coast beer, which is very rare, I actually kind of like this.
It's not bad. Yeah, like I said, I was ready to poop on this.
Mm-hmm. Me too. This is better than the Beechwood. You're right.
Apparently, they're only bad when Joe sends them to us.
He's never sent us Alpine.
I know, exactly. That's why this is so much better.
Yeah. Hey, Joe. Just kidding, bud. For real, though, you should drive to Alpine and get us real Alpine. Anyways, no, John bought this because Nelson was out of stock, and Nelson I've had, and Nelson fucking wails. This beer, I think, is creeping on that A mark for me.
I don't think it's quite there, but I think
no,
it's like...
it's not. It's like
talking
B
a solid
plus A minus.
high B, yeah.
Mm.
I want to say Joe
I'm going
gave
like
it
an
like
88.
I think did Dar do Nelson or did you do Duet?
Forgive me, Dar, but I've been on my honeymoon for the last 2 weeks, so it was really hard to keep up with people's beer reviews. I want to say he reviewed this or Hoppy Birthday.
He did. He's done both, I think. I think he did this first.
He liked this.
I think he gave it a 93.
Yeah, I think you might be right on that. I don't think it's an A level. I think it's barely A minus, B plus.
I would call this an 88. You could go 89.
You could talk me into a 90 if you put it up against
like
a bunch
flat
of others.
90. If you're going to go 90, 91, 92.
That's the high on this. But really, this is an 88. This is something I would buy again, given the fact that there just isn't much that great in Minnesota for fucking IPA. There just isn't, you guys. It's something I'm willing to argue in the comments below, but like, you can talk all day about Abrasive. You can talk all day about Wet. And I'm going to battle you till the end of time. But, like, other than those, I'm not going to go reach for an Insight Taxi IPA or whatever that
This is one that, I would have intermittently.
Mosaic. Yeah, I mean, yeah, dude, if I see it and I know it's fresh, I'll buy it because, fuck, man, it's better than what we've got. It's better than what we've got. I'd buy this over Day Tripper.
I would buy Lager over this, though. But that's just me.
Because you're Dorothy's guy.
Fucking Lager train.
God, really?
Not IPL
Hold
train.
on.
Not to be confused with the IPL.
That's
train.
an off-camera description. Fucking topic.
What? Joe's on the Lager train. We're on the Lager train together.
He said it tastes like nothing. 88 out of 100 from us. This is Alpine Duet. Green Flash brewed. You know what?
Not Alpine brewed. You can tell.
Yeah, you can. But, you know what? Go to bed. So, buy it if you get it local. Don't trade for it.
Yeah, no, don't do that. Peace, King.
Peace, King. Hey, we didn't drop frames.